What is up, PMP? MapCRimSoNCobRa here. Got you a first gen battle for you guys. This battle is versus Joey, aka PokeAim. You guys should check him out. He is a pretty cool dude after this battle. But anyways, I lead off with a Starmie. He leads with an Executor. Now, I'm going for the Blizzard. Reason why I have Blizzard instead of just Ice Beam on this is because Blizzard in Gen 1 actually had 90% accuracy in Gen 1, which was crazy. To say the least. But he misses the Sleep Powder, which kind of sucks. But to make it fair, I actually missed the Blizzard as well. So then he gets the Sleep Powder on my Starmie. So that kind of sucks. So I switch out, go into my Mozilla Firefox, which is Ninetales, and he goes for the Psychic, which it's about a 3-hit KO, maybe a 4-hit. Depends really. Yeah, so I go for the Fire Blast, and Fire Blast does have the 30% chance burn, so I do easily get the burn on the Chansey, which is pretty lucky, but you know, whatever. So here I think I just go for these Fire Spin, because, you know, if I'm Fire Spin actually makes your opponent not makes them immobilized for the Fire Spin turn, so if I'm faster than you, basically I can just keep Fire Spinning. Fire Spin has a really bad accuracy compared to really anything else. So I go for the Fire Spin. He ends up switching to a Dragonite, which is okay because you know, now I get to have a free switch. I get to switch out freely into any Pokemon because he is trapped, and when you are trapped, you actually can switch freely and they don't attack. So that's pretty cool. I switch out to my Starmie, and you know, he can't really do anything, obviously. And yeah, so I am pretty much just hoping for a first turn Wake or something as he switches to Executor. I don't get a first turn Wake, which kind of sucks, but I decided just to stay in. I know the best move he can do to me is either Mega Drain or Explosion, but I don't think he wants to waste his Executor just yet. But I do wake up. Obviously, I can't attack first turn in Gen 1 when you wake up. And I go for the Blizzard, and I get the Freeze. Now, the thing about Freeze in Gen 1 is that you never, ever thaw. There's no way of thawing unless I use a fire attack on your Pokemon. So, basically, I can freely just recover, go all the way up, and he can just, you know, Death Water, which is, yeah, there's that. I end up having like 32 Psychics, which I don't know how I did that, but I have 32 Psychics out of 16, which is stupid. I have no idea. Anyways, so I take out his Executor, which was great. Executor's really pain in the butt. And yeah, so I switch out, go into my Snorlax. I really don't remember. I think, yeah, I go into my Snorlax as I believe he just Thunderbolts or something. Yeah, Ice Beam. Okay, predicted switch, Ice Beam. He gets hurt by Burn. Luckily, I don't get frozen myself, but yeah, so I go for the Body Slam. I didn't think Hyper Beam would kill, and even if it did kill, I didn't want him to like switch into something. I was fearful of the counter, but at the same time, I really didn't think he'd have it, but he actually does go for the counter, and yeah, that one-shots my Snorlax. So there goes my Snorlax, and yeah. But, you know, I get to switch in on my Hitmonlee, which is all good, and I get that free sub as he switches out into his Venusaur. So I got a substitute up. I can go for the Parahax with the Body Slam, which is all nice. I don't get the Parahax though, which kind of sucks, as he goes for the Razor Leaf and obviously crits because Razor Leaf has a 99% accuracy of, or 99% chance of critting in Gen 1, which is stupid. So I switch out. I go into my Firefox. He goes in. No, he goes for the substitute. Now the cool thing about Fire Spin is that Fire Spin can actually trap you even though you have a sub up, so that's kind of stupid. But you know, that's actually kind of useful against the substituting Pokemon like this Venusaur. So I go for the Fire Spin. I actually miss, which is horrible, and he gets a Toxic off of me, which is just beautiful, but not really. I go for the Fire Spin. Does not break the sub. I thought it would. I don't know why, but I guess Fire Spin is just that weak. So I go for the Fire Spin again, and it still doesn't break the sub, and I'm like, okay, what? Okay. And I just really don't want to take any more poison damage, so I decided to switch out and go into my my Chansey, and as you know, he can't switch or anything, so, or actually he could switch, but he can't attack, so whatever. So I go for the he goes for the Leech Seed as I go for the Ice Beam, which is breaks his sub. Because, you know, Chansey, you know, special was the only stat. It wasn't special attack or special defense, it was special, which shares the same thing. So Chansey has like 300 something special. and Ice Beam is actually going to do a lot. So he goes with sub, I guess just Leech Seed stalling, as well as scouting on what move I'm going to use. I don't know, fearing a counter maybe, I don't know, because Body Slam. But no, I'm just going to keep going for the Ice Beam. As he switches to his own Chansey, I wanted to like 2-hit KO this thing, but I did not think it would actually kill with the next Ice Beam, so I decided to switch out, going to Hitmonlee. Yeah, I was 100% sure he was going to soft mode, so there's that. And yeah, so I go for the substitute again, as he, I believe, just switches out once again to his Dragonite. Dragonite, yes. His Dragonite. You know, I really should have cut out these waiting exclamation point things, but I did. How does that even make sense? Waiting dot 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 exclamation points. Like, it really doesn't make sense at all, to be honest. But yeah. So, yeah, he finally switches out into his Dragonite as I go for the substitute, which is all good, and you know, I can just go for another Body Slam. And yes, Body Slam. As I believe he just goes for Earthquake or Agility or something. I really don't remember. Yeah, he just goes for Earthquake. Breaks my sub, obviously, because, you know, it is a Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee's defenses are quite crap. And, yeah. So, I switch to my Starmie as he goes for the Agility. Now, Dragonite can wrap himself, and wrap has like an 80% accuracy, which is kind of bad, but thinking, you know, wrap, because you can wrap like 5 times in a row, there's that. So basically, he's just going to keep wrapping me for like a good 10 turns or something until I finally switch out, because I don't know, I get to attack finally, but you know, since he's faster, he actually can keep wrapping. So that's the stupidity of wrap right there. That is pretty much how broken it is. That is how Dragonite is freaking stupid, and Agility is whatever. So here he actually gets a crit wrap, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to deal with crit wraps, so I finally switch out. I'm thinking, you know, he has Agility, Wrap, and Earthquake. I'm thinking he doesn't have like Blizzard or anything. I'm kind of hoping he doesn't, because I know Wrap obviously won't do anything to this thing, and yeah. So I believe at this point he decides to switch and switch into. Jeez, I do not remember, even though I just had this battle like 5. Oh, he goes into his own Rhydon. And yeah, we're going for Speed Tie here, and here I do beat the first Speed Tie. I go for the Earthquake. It does about 70%, as well as his Earthquake does about 70% to me, which is kind of stupid, but whatever. And basically, he's going for the Earthquake too, and I can't really switch out. Like, I mean, everything will get 2-shot or 1-shot by Earthquake, so I kind of just have to chance that I get the Speed Tie, but it doesn't happen, and he kills my Rhydon, so that sucks. And yeah, so I go into my my Starmie. I believe I go for Psychic. No, I just go for Blizzard. I guess, I don't know. I go for Blizzard. Luckily I hit, get a critical hit, not like that mattered. And yeah, so there goes his Rhydon. So here he goes into his Persian, which is pretty much the one thing I did not want to see as his last Pokemon. I would have been fine with Charizard or frickin' Slowbro. I really wouldn't have cared, but this thing is just going to be a pain because everything will get 1-shot or 2-shot by Slash. So I have to pretty much Death Fart or something. I believe I Death Farted my I don't remember. Yeah, I Death Farted my Hitmonlee, which is pretty sad, but yeah, he dies. Gets a crit, obviously, because Slash crits every time, has the 99.4 accuracy, or percent chance of critting, and yeah, so he knows the Thunder Wave is coming, or the counter, I guess, either or, really. And he switches out, goes into his Joy, which is Burn, so it's not like Thunder Wave will do anything, and yeah. So, I guess Chansey versus Chansey. I decided to Ice Beam just on the off chance if he switches. Plus, he is burned, so I kind of want to force him to recover as I get the free switch, which would be great because, you know, free switches are free. But he actually doesn't Soft Boiled, which I'm like, okay, let's not Soft Boiled. But I do go for the Fire Spin because I know Fire Spin will give me a free switch because you know, he's trapped now, and I get to switch freely into my Starmie, which at this low health that is Chansey is at, it'll easily KO it with the Psychic. That again, I have 32 power points of, which I still don't know how I got that, but you know, whatever. And Psychic kills it, and dead Chansey is dead. So he has a Persian, Dragonite, and a Venusaur. Pretty much, if I keep my Starmie alive, it's pretty much my only hope at this point. I really need to get rid of this this Persian, or at least paralyze it. That is pretty much all I need, is to paralyze it and get it in enough range that that Starmie can kill. So I go for the Thunder Wave here. He goes for the Slash or the Hyper Beam, one of the two. He goes for Slash. Yeah, he goes for Slash. Obviously gets a crit because it always does, and Thunder Wave the Persian. So I got one out of the two things I need done. All I need really at this point is to weaken that Persian enough that that I can kill it with Starmie. So he goes for the Slash again. Doesn't get paralyzed. It really did exactly 50%. So I'm just keep softballing. I'm either waiting for him to switch or waiting for him to switch out. He does switch out, goes into Dragonite, and he is just preying on the fact that he doesn't miss Wrap, and yeah, that is how it is. So I'm just gonna keep staying in. If he does eventually KO my my Chansey with Wrap, you know, I can just send it Starmie, and Starmie can just revenge kill with Blizzard. But he actually misses the Wrap, so Hallelujah, I get to kill it with an Ice Beam. Actually, I don't kill it with the Ice Beam, but he actually Toxics me, which I don't even think matters in the long run at all. And yeah, I just go for Thunderbolt for no reason. I don't know. So there's that. He goes into Persian. Luckily, I do have enough HP. I'm praying that I have enough HP that I can live a Slash plus the poison damage. And I do with like 5 HP. Is just freaking, no, 42 HP. That is just insane. And yeah, and I get 2 Ice Beams off, which will easily KO the, well, not KO the Persian, but it will do enough that Starmie could revenge kill it with Psychic. All he has left is his Persian and his Venusaur, so I'm hoping both would kill. Venusaur does have pretty good specials, so I'm not exactly sure if I would kill it with the Psychic. I'm kind of praying it does. And Joey is just praying, crossing his fingers, being like, you know, if he lives the frickin' Psychic. God, I can't speak today. Shoot. And I go for the Psychic, and I get a crit. Now, we don't know if it actually mattered or not. I'm thinking it wouldn't, but if I got really min damage, it probably would have lived. But either way, that is good game, Joey. And that was a pretty intense first-gen match. So if you guys are actually interested on how to do this kind of thing, I do have tutorials on my channel, which will be in the description below, and you should go check that out if you wanna challenge me to a Gen 1 battle. I post every single one, win or lose, unless it was like a fluke, like 6-0 or something, and that is it. So go check out PokeAim. He's pro. Comment, rate, subscribe, guys, and I will see ya.